My name is Buera Gamble.
I'm Alicia Duncan.
I'm the owner of Eminent by Buera.
And I'm the owner of Sassafras Custom Jewelry.
Buera Gamble and Alicia Duncan are two lifelong friends who have taken the Palm Beach County fashion industry by storm. As the owners of Eminent by Buera and Sassafras Custom Jewelry, these two women are creating a legacy of triumph and positivity that inspires all who come into contact with them. With dreams of expansion and impacting the lives of others, there is much more for this fashion duo than meets the eye.
I was born and raised in West Palm, Riviera Beach, and I started sewing, I want to say when I was around 30. I kind of looked up on it. My mom bought me a machine and just said, don't waste my money. And I started to sew. And 6 months later, I opened my first shop here in Northwood Village.
I'm born and raised in West Palm Beach. Both of my parents married here, so I've been here all my life, 36 years. I got my start, actually, I went to New York City, and I got like those really popular like basketball wife hoops. And when I got home, they broke, and I just was on the sofa just like reconfiguring them to my liking, because I really didn't, like them exactly the way I bought them. So after that, it just snowballed from there. I got into earrings, and then I got into necklaces, bracelets, and all types of things. So definitely just by chance, because I definitely didn't think, me growing up, I would be a jewelry designer. I was more so into like the fashion, the clothes, and all those things. So surprise, I guess, our destiny, I guess.
For me, it was everything but fashion at first. I got a degree in computer information systems. I went and got my nail license. I worked a lot in corporate. I marketed for 9 years for home health, and I just kind of stumbled upon fashion. It was never really in my thing to do fashion. Like, I like to dress. I'm a girly girl. I like makeup. But for me to actually sew and try to find my eye and find my tweak of actually looking at somebody and seeing what they like to wear, that was never really my thing. It was actually more of Alicia's thing to look at people and style people and stuff like that. And I'm still not a stylist by any means, but as I grow into what I'm doing, I can kind of tell by a body shape what they should wear, what they shouldn't wear, what undergarments they need to wear certain things with, and it's just kind of like a growth. But I never knew fashion would be my thing at all. Everybody's like, what? You doing what? So it's by chance, God's gift.
Yeah, destiny.
I would probably say in the morning, I would hope to get up and go to the gym, but I don't. I'll probably go fabric shopping or trying to find some little trim, have a coffee, and then come into the shop, open up, and then I don't cut with patterns or use any type of patterns or whatever, so my mind has to be very clear, and I just have to be, when I'm in the best mood, that's when I make the best clothing. So as long as my mind is clear, I could just look at a piece of fabric and just cut it. Or if one of my customers is going to an event that I'm very into, or I know that they need to stand out, or that I know that they need to be the it girl of the place, that gets me excited. That gets me like, yeah, I need to make sure that she's on her game. So I'll cut the fabric out, I'll sew it, and then, when they come in, they basically try it on. And then I make things also from the store, for the store every day.
I guess a day in life of me, as far as creating, I don't necessarily like have a plan. Like once I touch the materials, then it just snowballs from there. Like I can't say, oh, I want to make this black and white necklace. Like it never works out that way. And then I definitely don't touch any of my pieces unless I'm like in a good spirits. Like if I'm down or, mad about something, I never, transfer that energy towards my pieces. Like I won't touch it at all. So I have to definitely be in that creative mood to touch it in that, my love and spirit. Other than that, I don't touch it. Each other.
Yeah, each other. We text each other every morning. When you build this relationship, friendship motivating, because even if I'm not feeling good that one day or whatever, or that one morning I wake up, I'm cranky, I'm just like, I'll get a text from her and my friend Shayla. We're like on a group text, and it'll just say, good morning, love, have a great day. And I'm like, why did I wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Get your behind up, girl. So that's what kind of keeps me in that creative space. Like throughout the day, listening to their success or listening to a promotion that someone else may have, it boosts you up, it motivates you just to stay in the like keep up with the race. You know, it's not like a competition, but keep up with the race. If we're all going together, we need to all be in line and in sync with each other. So I think that's what kind of motivates me every day. I have nieces and nephews that are looking up to me, especially a little niece, and my little sister has looked up to me from a young person. I just really want my niece to see a successful young black woman. So I have that circle around me, and I just try to keep myself up because I always just feel like someone's watching me.
I agree. Same here.
My clothing is for everybody. I mean, that's how I like to look at it. I want to deal with the girl that's a size 0. I want to deal with the girl that's a size 24 and up. I want to deal with everybody. I want to make everybody feel comfortable. I don't want any woman to feel left out like, oh, I can't shop there because I'm not a certain size. I make the items. I can buy the fabric. I can size it to you. I can make you feel just like any other woman in this world. So my target is every woman that wants to feel beautiful and feel special every day of her life.
I agree. I think the same thing for me. I love to like challenge my clients to try something outside of the box. Like they're always like, oh, I can't dare wear that. I'm like, go try this on. Like, you got it. Once they look in the mirror, that energy that they just exude after that, it's just like, I told you. See, look how you looking, girl.
Yeah.
So I love to have that reaction from them because you can definitely wear anything you want to. You can wear any dress, any pair of earrings, whatever you want to do, just do it. It doesn't matter what people think about you. Do your thing. Definitely by like having like custom things. A lot of her pieces and a lot of my pieces, majority of them, are like one-of-a-kind things where you can't necessarily just go buy at a local boutique where like 50 other women will have your dress on. Like if you come get a custom dress from her, like you're the only person that's gonna have it on ever, you know, especially in that pattern and that style. So same thing with my jewelry. A lot of things I do duplicate, but a lot of the majority of the things are one of a kind, so you would be the only person with them. So I think that sets us apart, and especially like our vibe that we give off, you know, like I think good things come to good people. So I think that definitely separates us. Like we're not always in mess, and we're just, you know, we have good vibes.
That's everything.
I would say take a risk and follow the dream that's in your heart, no matter who talks you down, your mama, daddy, it doesn't matter. Like, because God puts that dream in your heart. So He's going to give you everything that you need to fulfill it. So why not just do it? Like, when I went into the fashion industry 8 years ago when I worked for a high-end retailer, like I was a nail tech making good money. I stopped doing nails and went to get my foot into fashion, like almost lost my house, you know. So I took that risk, but I never lost it. Like everything was provided for me just because I was following the steps that I needed to follow. So I think to give that advice to someone, just take the risk and just follow it. No matter how daunting it may look ahead of you, it'll always work out. It always does.
I agree with what she said. Jump out there. I'm definitely a risk taker. My motto's always been scared money don't make money. So if you believe in yourself and you feel strongly about what you're doing, you just jump out there. And like I said earlier, I had taught myself to sew, and in 6 months I opened a shop. I didn't know if people were going to come. I didn't know if people were going to support me. I didn't know, you know, if everything was up to par to even be able to sell it. But people came and people supported me here in Palm Beach County. And I have been open because of Palm Beach County for 3.5 years, and the wonderful women that are here in Palm Beach County. A lot of times you hear that, you know, people don't support each other, or Palm Beach ain't this, Palm Beach ain't that. I'm a witness of it. 3.5 years I've been open here in Palm Beach County, and you guys have done more than enough for me to just keep my doors open. Like, I'm full time doing my dream. So if you guys have something that you want to do, you research it, you put the work behind it, and you jump. Don't just say, oh, God gonna help me, God gonna help me, God. You have to do the work. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to clear your mind space and just be ready for what you're going to do and put that work behind it. Self-discipline and invest in your own money.
Yes.
Don't run out there getting all them loans. Invest your money into your business so you don't owe nobody. sacrifice.
Yes, eat peanut butter and jelly if you have to. If you
Yes.
need to go buy a $5,000 sewing machine, eat your peanut butter and jelly and get your machine and do what you need to do. Versus like trying to impress other people that's not going to invest in your dream. Like just invest in yourself, always. I think to be self-sufficient, you have to own your thing. Like when I worked for a high-end retailer, like I was working long hours. I was making this store look beautiful. I was making these window displays look absolutely beautiful, working like a dog, you know. And at the end of the day, I walked out like my name wasn't on the building. Like I was giving so much blood, sweat, and tears for somebody else. And I'm like, I need to put that energy and that passion into my own and watch my own growth, you know, so I can have a legacy for my children. And that's, I always joke with her, like, I'm going to make my kids work in my business. Like, they're not going to have no choice. Like, it's no McDonald's, none of that. You're going to work in mom and daddy's shop, you know, until, you know, you grow up, you know, you get 18, you want to do your own deal. But till then, like, that's what a lot of other ethnicities do. They're, you know, it's a family-oriented business, and I think that's us, our people need to do that more, you know, so we can build wealth in our community and build wealth within ourselves, you know.
I always tell people that growing up, I saw the lady across the street that was a court reporter, another lady was a paralegal, another lady was a lawyer. Like, my neighbors were very successful women or whatever, and they were all black. And it kind of, despite me going to school, seeing different things, or me going to a corner store, seeing women that probably weren't up to my liking, my neighbors and my surroundings were very positive. So I inspired to look up to those women. So I think that environment of where you are raising your child and where you take your children, they're looking for a woman to look up to. All of those women, that's what I wanted to be. So when I looked up at them, I saw them in their suits every day. I saw them dressed to the nines every day. I saw them speak a certain way. So I was like, and I saw them having things that I wanted. I didn't see, you know, little mama over here bleaching up her husband's clothes, throwing them out in the yard. I didn't see the distractions. I didn't see any of those things. So, and not that I was sheltered, but it's just, I didn't see that on an everyday basis, so I didn't have to think about that. I was able to go to school and just focus on what I was doing, and being able to own a business right now is awesome. I want to be a place where you can bring your daughter and she can just look up and say, oh my gosh, she owns this store, this is hers, and for them to be surprised and for them to know that they can do it too. Don't feel like, oh, only such and such can do this because her mom does this, or such and such could do this because of whatever. You can do it too. As a child, just put your ducks in a row and you can own your own business as well. I would say embrace how you look, and if there is something that you would like to change about yourself, just kind of make it your own goal, like your own thing, because obviously being in this business or whatever and measuring women and sewing for women come in here with all types of insecurities that I never knew was even out there, and it makes me feel better about myself actually, because women complain about their elbows, they complain about their knees, they complain about their shoulder bones, they complain about, you know, their backs. I mean, every single thing under the sun, a woman will come in and they will complain about. And they look for other people also to feed on that. They're like, oh girl, you don't see that? Oh girl, you don't see that? No, I don't see it. I let them know flat out, you're perfect, you look good. Put on your Spanx under your outfit or whatever you need to put under there so that you don't feel out of shape, and just keep it moving. Embrace yourself, embrace your curves, embrace your waist. It's not going anywhere. Your mama had it, your grandma had it. People paying for it these days.
Yes.
Embrace your curves. I will throw on my own Spanx because I'm thick, so I have cellulite. I'm going to put on my Spanx and I'm going to step out like I'm everything. A lot of times it's about how you carry yourself, how you express yourself, how you style it. People can tell if you're intimidated. People can tell if you're uncomfortable in what you have on. So the best thing is to just be yourself, and you have to wear the outfit. I can put on a trash bag and it's gonna look like the top, it's gonna be hefty. It ain't gonna be the Walgreens brand, it's gonna be hefty. You know, just because of the way that you wear it, the way that you carry it. Yeah. I'm gonna put on that bag, put on me some Sassafras, have cosmetic addict beat this face, and I'm gonna be her. Y'all gonna be looking like, dang, she wearing that bag. So just embrace who you are. Like, whether you thick, whether you slim, whether you whatever, just embrace what you are. And if you want to lose that 5, 10, 20 pounds, make that part of your own thing. make that a part of your own personal goal.
Yeah, do it
And
for
just
yourself. And
do it
not
for yourself,
because of
not
what
everybody
society
else.
may think.
Right. Or a
Yeah.
magazine, or what people say that you're supposed to wear, or what you're not supposed to wear.
Yes.
I would just like to expand. I wouldn't say that I want to have this big lavish store in New York. I'm not really there yet because I'm a homebody, I'm a family body. So it's kind of like, you know, maybe later on, but right now I just think of expanding where I am here in my own city, and just, you know, getting a larger space and bringing in more people and motivating more women around here to do, you know, to push forward more towards their dream. Actually, since I've been in business, I've noticed a lot more businesses opening up in Palm Beach County, which is really good. Alicia pointed out to me in this paper or what have you that West Palm Beach has the, like, you know, the most upcoming businesses going on, and I'm like, hey, that's what's up. So for me, I would like to stay here in my own city. If I did open another location, this would still be my headquarters here, because this is my home, and I want to be able to show my local girls here that we can do something and we can make a change right here in West Palm. So I would only expand. I mean, just get a bigger shop and expand more, you know, get more services and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it.
I agree. I agree. I think, like to piggyback on the, like, helping others, I think that's when a lot of your blessings come from. So I think if we would expand, obviously, and then, you know, help others to maybe start their own little thing. Like, you know, you just never know. Like, giving the encouragement, giving those steps, like, this is what we went through. This is how this may help you if you go through these steps, you know, versus, like, I'm not telling you how I did this. I'm not telling you how I had to go down to City Hall and I had to go do this and do that. Like, definitely, like, helping our sisters out. Even our fellas, too. Like, because you have to be prosperous in this world, like, you have to have your own. You can't just keep working for the man. Like, you know, work part-time for the man, get your own so you can go out there full-time, but we have to encourage our people to have their own.
To learn more about Eminent by Buera and Sassafras custom jewelry designs, visit their shop at 525 25th Street in West Palm Beach, Florida, or their respective websites at www.eminentb.com and www.sassafrascustom.com.